guys, let's continue with the colors. So how do we use all those colors then? We covered last time these ones. Okay. Oh, I've had animations. Okay. Color combination is the tricky one. As you can see here, if you use all the colors, you get the rainbow box. Unless you want rainbow though. If you want to write in black on red background, you can't read the text well. Let me prepare my pen here. Sorry. Okay. Or if you want to write in gray on a yellow background. No, you can't even see the text, right? Okay, so how do we not make this kind of mistakes? There are some things to be taken into consideration when choosing colors for your user interface designs. Have you heard of color psychology? It is a study that aims to determine how color affects our day-to-day decisions. All colors evoke emotion and feeling in different ways. By using colors strategically, you can make your audience, users, feel a certain way about your brand or product design. Okay, let's see. When choosing colors, you have to think about the context. BI meaning brand identity, brand message. Like, is it a car brand? Or is it a food-related restaurant brand? You have to think about what the image, what color shows what kind of image. And as I said in the previous color theory slide, you've learned that complementary colors are used to make a contrast. Bad and good, yes or no, yin yang, strong or weak, like this here. If you choose a red and green, these are the complementary colors. You can create like yes or no here and here. The thing is here, people see the colors first, not the text. You click on this green one though, thinking it's yes, accept, even though I wrote no on it. Did you see it? That is color's power. Color context thing is going on. Color symbolism, color meaning. Certain color symbolizes certain meanings. What about analogous color? The three next to each other here. Well, this is used to separate such a similar level of design elements, like here, A, B, C. Different, but in similar, hierarchically in the same level of information, of context. You get what I mean, right? Okay, for the monochromatic colors, sorry about that. Monochromatic colors, okay, for the monochromatic colors, this lacks contrast, but has the flexibility of changing lightness and darkness easily. It's used to create backgrounds, used to create more like feelings, you can use monochromatic colors for less important design elements, like this here in the bottom. Did you see it? These are the monochromous colors. You see the reddish, brownish colors here. Like this here, I used this as a page decoration on the bottom. Used shades and tints of this red violet color here. Was it this one or this one? Oh yeah, this red violet one here for the monochromatic theme. Okay, let's see more about the basic color symbolism. The color wheel is divided into cold and warm colors here. Cold and warm. Pam, 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 pam. Okay. Warm color is mainly used in food industry, restaurants. It gives coziness, like in wooden furniture, interior designs, indoor designs, because the colors are more close to the nature. Well, cold colors are close to the nature too, but in a different way. They are refreshing, not warm and cozy. Blue is water and the sky. Can you feel the breeze? Physically, you know that cold air is heavier than the warm air. In physics, you learned in the nature, right? But well, in visual design, visually, warm colors are heavier than the cool ones. You will realize it when you start coloring your designs. Now, let's see the color symbolism individually. Take a look at some more examples. For example, red color here. It shows danger, passion, excitement, and energy. Yellow color shows optimism, cheerfulness, playfulness, happiness. From cool color side here, this bluish color, not bluish, blue color shows communicative, trustworthy, calming, or can be depressed. And for the green, nature, vitality, prestige, wealth. Okay, so you have to be careful when choosing a certain color for your designs. You have to ask yourself and the internet, is this color conveying the meaning and feeling that I want the users to feel from my design? After using the design, looking at the design like that. Okay, colorful page. If the color has a if the certain logo has a color brand logo, color should symbolize the brand image, right? As I mentioned earlier, colors should convey various feelings and meanings. Let's take a look at just some of them here. Orange is usually friendly, cheerful, and confident. Fanta or Amazon here. Where is it? Amazon, Fanta, orange, friendly. Okay. Blue is about trust. I think from my experience, most universities or education-related websites have the blue color. Don't you think so too? Even ours, MIU. Okay, here it is in this blue chart. Facebook, IBM, Dell, trustworthy. Okay, let's also see gray, or should I say black or white. It shows balance. It used in Apple, Honda, Wikipedia, and Puma logos we can see here. There are some also diverse many color logos. Well, you can see and do some more research on your own about the symbolism from the internet. I've brought just a few of them that I liked. For example, here black. I actually like black and white for interfaces personally. Black shows mystery, power, elegance, or sadness, anger. White shows light, goodness, purity, cleanliness, and one I love, minimalism. You can pause the video and read the others: red, green, and blue, yellow, and orange. If you are going with anime websites, I recommend yellow and red for its happiness and excitement symbolism. If you're also going for cooking sites, you can go with also red, like KFC, and could be green for its passion and health. Okay. Here is some more about color symbolism. Just pause the video and read them for yourselves, or you can just Google them. Now, you might be wondering one question. How many colors should we use? Well, usually 3 colors are optimal for web or app interface designs. It won't hurt the user's eyes. Primary colors should cover 70, well, not actually 70, like 50 to 80, 90% of your design. And secondary color should be 20%, and the final one should have like 10%. Well, those percents can be changed depending on the context and design. If you want to or need to use many colors, you will need to code the colors. Well, not the programmer HTML coding, but what I mean by color coding is like the examples here. In infographical design, you code the colors with meaning you give them. You decide what color means. Like here in subway maps, red is like Marunouchi line and orange is Ginza line. Or the designer decided the colors. Or here, this part, yellow is residential activities, and red market places are for shopping and business or trade activity, something like that. You decide the color if you're using many colors. As I always take an example of red and green, well, it doesn't have to be always red and green though. It could be empty, invisible black one instead of big fat red here. Meaning the case here will work only if most people click to continue in this scenario for this flow for the app or web. You don't have to put the red color on the cancel or skip button. It's easier and quicker to make a decision for the users to click just continue without seeing this part. Also, the people who worked on user interfaces give this advice. Too much saturation is bad for the main 70% of the interface color. Full saturated colors are optimal, only used if it's used in accent color. 60% should be kind of neutral, less saturated colors around. Maybe here. Here is the full saturated colors, I think. Okay. Let's see. It says shadows are never black and lights are never white. Be inspired by nature. Well, I liked the last sentence. Be inspired by nature. As you can see here, the closer the design look similar to what it might look in real world, in the nature, the better the users feel about your design, because of the mental model they have about certain things. We talked about mental models. Do you remember? I hope you do. Okay, like in here, I guess. A thin, small card can't have this thick shadow. Too unnatural. Okay, too unnecessary shadow here. Also, nature meaning like this in here. The colors are taken from the nature literally. The best color combinations are taken from nature. you can get these kind of results if you search for color palette from nature, like color palette from nature, nature color combination, nature color palette from Pinterest or Behance or Instagram. Let me just show you just a bit. Where is it? Here. Pinterest. If you look for color palette, you these kind of results. You can use them. Cool, right? Also, if you look for color web design, web or app or anything, you just change these keywords and find a similar one that you're looking for and get inspired. Okay, and also for the color palette, there's this color.adobe.com. You can click trends and find the trends that people are using. The thing is, you can create here analogous, monochromatic, triad, complementary, split, complementary, square, compound shades. You can make your own one, but it's kind of tricky and it's hard actually. You can just explore. Let me look for book. I don't know. Okay, book. And you get, well, let's say just education. Let's see if they shows blue. Not actually blue though. Okay, you get this color if you're making an educational website. You can choose a color palette from here. Okay, also there is one HTML colorcodes.com. Let me come back here just in a bit. Because we are taking take a look at some color codes. Simple, believe me. Okay, let's see. Here first, RGB. Here RGB, red, green, and blue. You get red 255, green 99, blue 71 out of 360 degrees of color. You get certain color. Also, this is hexadecimal color. Okay, and this first, you understand it, right? Red, green, blue. Also, this hue, saturation, lightness. Hue 9, saturation 100%, lightness 64%. Also, there's RGB. A is alpha. It's the opacity here, 0.5 of opacity. Okay, let's see it in a code. I mean in Okay, let's see them like this. I've prepared a simple one. Where is the HTML? Here. Okay. In my HTML file, I have one heading. It says text, and then I have one paragraph. It says box, and I gave them I put them inside a division in the class name of center. Well, you can just ignore this division part. Just look at text and heading 1 and paragraph here in my style CSS here, I have a background color, hue saturation level, hue saturation lightness. I have 11, 80%, 60%. I have this hexadecimal color FFFF. It's pure white, and I have RGB value. You can just use one of them, one type of them, but I'm just showing you examples. RGB red, green, blue, and also you use just word black. Hue saturation lightness alpha. I have some opacity and etc. Let's see the result here. I guess the background color hue saturation lightness shows this orangey color. FFF is white, the text is white, and you can just download these files and change it for yourselves and play with the CSS colors and these borders or opacity, shadows, these kind of things. You get these colors from this website, HTML color codes. You choose the color you want. You get the hexadecimal value, RGB or hue saturation lightness value. Cool, right? Color picker. This color is cool. Oh, this one, salmon. Do you remember salmon? Okay. That is for today. Okay. See ya.